Hi, friends. You want to help me find all of the pieces of the alphabet? Oh no! Where'd they all go? You want to help me find them? Well, let's go! All right. Let's see. Do you know what I see already? We don't even need to dump it out. Guess what that is? The A. A? That's for alligator. What's this? That's Chase. But you know what? Oh my. There's lots of different fruits and vegetables in there. Let's try to find our next letter. Can we see it? There it is. That's the B. B. That's for bumblebee. Now, we have an Uno house. Let's open it up and see what letter's inside. Look at all of these. Wait a minute. Look what I see. It is the letter C. C. That's for cheetah. All right. Now let's find the next letter. How do you get into this one? Do you see that? That looks like a letter right there. There it is. That's the letter D. D. That's for deer. That sounds like an emergency. And you know what? It's carrying the letter E. E. That's for elephant. What's this? That's an old rotary phone. Let's pick up. Hey, can you help us find the next letter? Look, right here. The F. F. That's a flamingo. Look, the first row is all done. Another vehicle. But you know what? Inside this vehicle, I see something. It's another letter. Which one is it? The letter G. G. That's a giraffe. Now what do we have? It looks like we have a bag. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Guess what? I see the letter H. H. That's a hippo. Alright, now we have a tractor truck. Well, let's see what it's carrying. It looks like it has another letter in there for us. Can we see it? Let's see. The letter I. I. That's an iguana. Alright, now it looks like we have a diamond, a square, and 2 hearts. But this one looks out of place. Let's move it. Guess what? I found the letter J. J. That's for jaguar. Now we have a dog. And you know what? I see something under him. The letter K. K. That's for kangaroo. Alright, now it looks like we have a cat in a bag. But it doesn't look like just a cat in a bag. Look, we have the letter L. L. That's a lion. Now this toy has a lot going on. It has so much, right? All of these. It even has, look, its own letters. But guess what? I see something inside. What is it? The letter M. M. That's for monkey. And look, the second row is done. We've got 2 more rows. Let's go. It looks like now we have a tic-tac-toe box. I always like these. Look, this goes in here, and the triangle goes in the triangle, and the circle goes in the circle. But wait a second, we're supposed to be looking for another letter. Let's see which one we find. Guess what? I see the letter N. N, that's narwhal. All right, we've got another one of those fancy toys. You can do so many cool things. Twist it around. But guess what? I see the letter O. O. That's an owl. All right, now we have a sandbox. Let's see what's inside, shall we? All right. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. I see what that is. That's the letter P. P. That's for penguin. All right. So this one, there's a lot of letters, but we need the one that we're looking for. Let's move this one. There it is. A Q. Q. That's for quail. All right, we got that car again, but it looks like he's on something. The letter R. R. That's for raccoon. All right, so let's open up this animal collection and see what's inside. You see that? With all the animals, I see the S. S. That's for snake. Now we see this cool car. And you know what? It's carrying the T. T. That's for tiger. Look, look! We just have one more row. Let's do it! Now look at all these shapes. I see a triangle, a square, but something red. It looks like the letter U. U. You see that horn? That's a unicorn. Now I see all this yellow stuff, but banana? Corn? I don't know what this is. Square? The letter V. V. This is for vulture. I remember seeing these earlier. But what is this one on? It's on the W. W. You see that tail and that fin? That's a whale. And there they are again. This time they're covering the letter X. X. See this? That's for X-ray. There's a lot going on here. Can you tell what we're looking for? Let's move this out of the way. And let's dump out the shovel. The Y. Y. This one is for yak. Now we got all these faces around the cat. You know what's this? Is this a boot? Wait a second. This is our final letter, which is the Z. Z. That's for zebra. Look, we're all done. Thank you so much for doing the alphabet with me. I'll see you next time.